Howdy folks, Timber Drifter here. That's the Verdigris River in the background there. So I wasn't really prepared to make a video here today, but I was out on a walk. There's hardly any wind blowing, hardly at all, which is a rare thing here in Kansas. Makes it difficult for pipe smoking and video making. So, even though I'm not totally prepared, I'm going to go ahead. So what I'm smoking here is one of the things I'm going to talk about. So I received a package a few days ago from a man known as Smokey Dan. On YouTube anyway, Smokey Dan. Smokey Dan the Bicycle Man. And he sent me, he offered to send me, I think it was quite a while back, he sent me a picture of a pipe and asked if I was interested, and I said sure, heck yeah. And so he sent that along, and another pipe and some tobaccos. So I've been enjoying those pipes and enjoying these tobaccos both for the last, I guess, about 4 days maybe. And my smoking these days is pretty much confined to when I go for a walk once or twice a day, or if I'm driving by myself a distance, which here in Kansas, driving anywhere, you're driving a distance. So I'm not smoking as much as I normally do. But enough to figure out if I like these tobaccos or not. So what I'm smoking right now is Casey Jones Heroes Blend, and I'd say that's a pretty exceptionally good aromatic. It's to me it primarily tastes like vanilla, but I catch a little hint of something else. They say on the pouch that it's American style aromatic tobacco. The flavor is smooth and sweet with a rich note of butterscotch and vanilla. I get more of like an apricot flavor there, but that's just me. Anyway, good average working man smoke, and I think it beats Lane 1Q by a significant margin. The other blend that he sent along is one that I was interested in, and it falls somewhat in the same category. Peterson Wild Atlantic, and of course it's got the British labeling. This is an English blend, and it's a fairly mild, unexceptional English. The smell reminds me a lot of aged Dunhill London mixture, which is a favorite of mine. When I say unexceptional, that's not a bad thing. It's just a plain, relatively plain tobacco that's good. I would enjoy this while painting a house or staining boards, or any repetitive behavior where I can just smoke and smoke and smoke and do stuff. This is a perfect tobacco for that. And actually, strangely enough, these two would, if I was doing that kind of work, these two tobaccos would be I'd be switching them up back and forth. So that works out perfectly. And I do like the Wild Atlantic. He also sent along a couple of pipes. I keep looking around because I expect there to be vagrants here somewhere or another, and every once in a while I hear something, so I just peek around a little. Dan says this is a Blakemar, made by Blakemar. It's stamped. Oh, might actually be able to see that. Perhaps. Anyway, it's stamped Fred K. or Frederick Tranter, the pipe shop. On the other side, it says, I think it says Pultini 28L, but it looks like a Blakemar Briar. It looks like they're Rhodesian, and it's a good-sized pipe. Smokes pretty good too. I haven't found the blend yet that I want to enjoy in this one. I'm thinking probably Frogmorton Cellar would be a good one. That does well in a large bowl like this pipe here, and I really like this pipe. The other pipe that he sent along was quite a surprise. Isn't that something? It's a Moretti. I think that little bit of briar inlaid into the stem really sets it off. It's a beautiful pipe, and the drilling is perfect in this pipe. I mean, really, I've rarely seen drilling that's just that spot on, you know. I like it a lot. And this shows up in one of Dan's videos. I had to look it up. Because I don't do super well with remembering names. The name of the video is What Makes a Pipe, or What Makes a Great Tobacco Pipe. And I recognized this pipe from that video. And what he talks about in that video is something that I think about quite a bit, because my tastes in pipes aren't... I don't care how much something costs. I'm often just as happy smoking something that I paid a few dollars for at an antique store as I am something that's considerably more expensive. And British pipes, not Dunhill so much, but I've never had a Dunhill. But British pipes, for some reason, I'm just more drawn to them. I like them better than a lot of other pipes. Couldn't explain why, really. But one of my all-time favorite pipes is this Westchester. Pretty plain on that side. But the size and shape of this pipe and the smoking characteristics are great, and it's made in England. I imagine it's probably made by one of the major manufacturers, but it didn't quite fit for some reason. Anyway, this pipe, which is excellent, is not... The shape and size is very close to the same. The stem is just slightly longer and the bowl is a little bit more narrow. But the weight and the feel in the hand is just about the same. And when I pulled this one out of the bag, it had that sort of magical feeling. If you ever just grabbed a pipe and you know that's the one, and you hope it smokes well, you know. This was one of those pipes, just like this one was. So, thank you very much, Dan. I can get in there and get that other. It's kind of like Beauty and the Beast here. I like this pipe a lot too. But it's a big club of a pipe. And this one is elegant, beautiful. I like them both. Thanks a lot. And yeah, there's not so much else to say. It's good stuff. So, get my other pipe fired back up here with a little bit of that Heroes blend, which I'm dyslexic, and so I misspell and misread things a lot, but I think, am I wrong here? Is that tend to indicate that hero is a person, the way that's spelled? Rather than hero like a mythical character? I don't know. Probably completely wrong there. Anyway, I'm standing in somebody's fishing spot down along the Verdigris River. And I was walking some of the old trails I used to ride on my mountain bike when I was a kid. Somebody riding a dirt bike up there. Anyway, a lot of the trails I used to ride as a kid have had trees dropped on them, I guess to keep people from riding on them. Thanks, city. But I used to spend a lot of time down here by this river. Every time it would flood, we'd all, my friends and I, or just me, would come down here and see what washed up. So, this is somebody's regular fishing spot, and this might be them showing up here. They got a chair suspended from a tree, and some old liquor bottles and Pepsi, and those are a couple of rod holders right there. And there's some hand-cut stairs going down to the river. Yeah, Verdigris River. This is one of the rivers that runs through my dreams. Doesn't look like much from here. Just a low, green, muddy river. Alright, thanks again, Dan. And y'all take care. Go outside.